You can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So in Service Portal today we will see how to create a new page and like from scratch and adding it into the
Okay.
portal somewhere. So
Yeah.
you can, you can type here portal. Under portal you can see these pages. Okay. So you can click on it. You will see a lot of pages already available. So if you want to create a new page, you can click on new.
Okay.
So yeah, then you can give the title to this page. So like you can say demo, and then here is the ID. ID, this is something unique. It will be kind of this will through this URL will get generated for this page that I will show you. And then
Is that something we need to give, or it
yes,
comes
this
out?
ID you need to give like what you want to say your page.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can submit it. Now if you come to portal configuration and click on page editor, and then here you can select your page.
Mm-hmm.
So once you select the page, you can say edit demo page in the page design. Once you will click on this particular area will get open. Okay.
Okay.
Now here you have to design your page. So first thing we just created a page and then we came to this service portal configuration. Under that we selected this page editor, and on this
Mm-hmm.
page editor you can search your page here which you want to design or modify, and once you see that you click on this one and here you will be here.
Okay.
Now here as we discussed, page is combination of widgets, containers, right? So first thing you have to put a container on your page.
Okay.
Okay, because inside these containers only you put these columns, and in there is
So first one is container, rest is
yeah,
columns, right?
yeah.
Oh,
So basically in Angular you have maximum like 12 12 point column. So
okay.
you can divide, you can either if you want to display single item on your page, in whole page you want to just display the single item, then
Mm-hmm.
what you can do, you can select this 12 size container, so it will
Mm-hmm.
cover full page. Now if you want two things to be displayed on your page parallel at particular, then
Mm-hmm.
you need to divide this 12 into two part. So basically you are going to divide the your page into two part, that you can do it 6 by 6. Then
Mm-hmm.
let's say one area of your one column you want big and another one is small, then similarly you can use 3 by 9. Basically page is
Okay.
divided in two, but you are one is like small and another one is bigger than 9 by 3. So basically if you will see, the
Mm-hmm.
maximum total of these columns is not going to cross 12.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
maximum value can be 12 and you can divide them, make 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 if you want 6.
Okay.
Okay. Then let's say I'm just putting 6 by 6 here. Then below that maybe I just want to display something and I will put 4 by 4, means first on my page I just want to display something in two columns, and then further I want to display some other things. I will use some other widgets here, which will be kind of three column layout. So what you can do, you can drag this third one.
Mm.
Now sometimes what happens, right? You got these 3 by 3 by 3. If
Hmm.
you need my maybe like this first one to be of 2 and rest 2
Hmm.
will be of kind of how many we left? 3. These are 4 by 4, right? This 2.
Ah,
So if I say 2 and then you need
4,
5, 5. Do you see
5, 5. Yeah.
like this here?
Hmm.
I mean, it's like if I want this column to be size of 2 and then
Okay.
these rest 2 as a 5, 5. Can
Right.
I select any layout from here?
No.
No. So how you can do that? So what you can do, once you, let's say I want 3, but I want of different sizes. So go
Hmm.
to the first column, click on this. When you see this is kind of blue, then click on this pencil icon.
Hmm.
Here you can modify the size. You can say
Hmm.
make it 2
Hmm.
and save it. Now here you see the space is left. Now what you can do, select another 2 as well.
And 5.
There, make them 5.
Again 5.
So this is how, apart from some standard column sizes given, you can modify them according to your requirement
Hmm.
on your page layout. So this is now 2. These 2 are 5, 5.
So generally there is a requirement of creating these pages on the portal,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Okay. Now once you put the container and then under that columns like how you want your page layout should be, then third thing now will come widget. Now inside these columns, what you want to display or what you want to show to the user, because we still
Hmm.
didn't put any data here. If
Yes.
I go to this page right now, if you click preview from here, you can see like how it is going to look like. See, it's going to
Nothing.
look like this now because still
Hmm.
you didn't put any data. So if you go here, now here what I can do, let's say I just want to display the clock. So you got this cool clock widget, you can put it here. And then let's say you want to display 2 clocks on your page. Both are right now in Los Angeles. You can go to another one and you can change the time zone. So if I select any another time zone, that's where I would use Los Angeles. I will say Canada Central.
Okay.
Yeah. It is not getting changed.
So this is also an instance of that widget.
Yeah. See, now
Mm.
let's say your customer want a page where you want some clocks, like so that like support user can always keep it open and they can refer the times, like in which time zone or something like that, because they work in support, right?
Mm. Mm.
So let's say I have put 2 clocks. One is in Eastern time and another one is kind of Canada Central. So what you need
Mm.
to do, you need not to design the whole widget to show the like clock. You have the clock widget here available here. You drag and drop the like instances of this clock, and
Mm.
then you can go to this edit and you can change the time zone of that club. So here this is I am showing in like Canada Central. If you want, like, you can give the name as well.
Okay.
Now here it will show as Canada, and maybe here I can say USA. Okay, so now if you will see your page, you are seeing two clocks in the parallel because you divided your page first row into the two columns.
6 by 6.
6 by 6. So what you are doing, you are one container means you are putting one row, and inside that row you are putting two columns.
Yes.
Then second container means you are putting second row on your page, and inside that you put a layout of three columns. This is what. Now let's say in the below one you just want to display like incident form. So you got form widget, I think. See, you need not to design a then widget to display the form or something. You have the form widget automatically available. You can get that, and you can say if you want to display UI actions in the form, you can show that. If you want all these things, you can do. And now if I preview my page, I think I should somewhere it should ask me table as well. You need to check how to pass the parameter. Form widget, need to look what parameters require. So maybe let's say if we want to display some message to the user, like you want to display some specific message in the first column. So what you can do, you can use this HTML widget, and you can put your content in the HTML, something like right now it's saying hello. You can put your HTML here, like then if you want to put, let's say, list of incident. So if you use and you can drag and drop it. Again, sometime client want to display some kind of reports on your page if you want. So you need not to design a widget. You got again a report widget. If you will type here, you can.
We'll get the report from that our native view.
Yes. So you can like,
So like some kind of dashboards, right?
here this widgets allow you to kind of pull our
That's the look
reports.
and feel.
So
Mm.
you can basically select a report which you design. So from backend, if you design any report and if you want to uh, create a page on portal which will just display some reports. You know,
Mm.
so let's say you want some information to be publicly available to all the users, like how many incident our organization received, or how what was the user satisfaction, all those kind of reports, right? You may want to display to the user, so you can create that report, and using this report widget, you can display it on kind of a page. So
Okay.
here, let's say if I select one report, see, so it's showing what is your report is.
Mm.
So similarly, you can put
Mm.
your reports as well easily. Okay. Now, what you
Mm.
will do if you will preview your page, you will see certain things on your page. First, is displaying
Yes.
some kind of clocks in the different time zones, and then you got your some hello content, and then you are seeing incident. So what you need to display, that is kind of that will be a part of requirement. We are here just picking some random things.
Yes.
Okay, but yes, you got these kind of widgets, reusable widgets. Did you see we require any scripting, any Angular knowledge, nothing, right?
No.
So this is how it's not always difficult. Like if customer says or anyone says we need to design a portal, we need to display this report, and that means it. Sometimes people might get scary, like, oh, now portal means scripting. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean
Yeah.
scripting. There are many things which you can design, we can use without any scripting.
Okay.
Now, if I go to our portal,
Mm.
SP, now that page separately, okay, we designed. But do you see the page anywhere you can navigate to that page through here?
Mm-hmm.
Like I need to give the link of that page, because user is always going to come to this page only, right?
Yes.
But that page, this is because this is the landing page of service portal. So the
Mm.
page which we designed should link somewhere here, right?
Yes.
So customer might want, like, we want to give a link of that page here in the header, or they might want, like, that's why maybe we designed these 6 here instead of 3. Like with these 4, customer want one more link which will be kind of navigating user to that page which we designed. So what we
Mm.
can do now, again we will go to this instance option. Now previously we are moving this to everyone to catalog. Here what I can select, now move it to page, and which page, once user click, send user to the demo page.
Mm.
So if I save it, now what I did, I linked our page to the service portal. So if I click
Mm-hmm.
here, now see where I am coming to my page. But previously we designed a page separately. One part we did, but when we came to our portal, did you see there was any link on our portal?
No.
So first thing is designing a page and then linking that page to your portal at a correct place. Okay.
But this correct page, which is index, that is also a page itself, right?
Yes. So this is the
So,
landing page, home page. Always when user is going to log into the system, he will be landed to this page only.
so we have multiple pages within this index page, you mean?
Not within this page. Basically, index page is the first page, and on that we have given the link of another page. So let's say if I click on knowledge, you will
Hmm.
see the ID is getting changed. So under service portal, you are navigated to a different page.
Hmm.
Now, if
And
you
if I'm
click on
clicking on demo from the first page, then where is it taking to our page, right? Which
to
we
our
created.
page, so if we, as we have linked to demo 4 URL to our page, so if you will click here, you will see ID is equal to demo. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why when I designed the page, I said like this ID is very important.
Mm.
So that is something used to navigate to your page.
So can we see the index page once? How what they
Yeah.
have? Index page.
So if you, again, any page, if you want to see, you come here and select your page. So
Page editor.
uh, no, yeah, page editor.
Right. Okay.
So index page, if I select, so this is how it is going to look like. So it is showing basically you all the like how many containers you are going to have, and inside that container how many rows, and then how many columns you, in how many columns you divided that row. So now if
Mm-hmm.
you want to see in editor view, just click on that editor, and then you will see this page. Now you can add, remove.
So yeah, this is I mean the parent page, if I need to say that, right? And where we have all these sub
Not
pages.
parent page, it's a landing page. There is no parent child relation as such.
Okay.
So this is the kind of landing page. First page, if you go to our service portals,
Mm.
if I open this one, here you get like home page, right? So for every portal, you need to define a page as a home page.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
is something
Okay.
when user will log in, the user will always going to land to that page. Now the home page, you design a page which is kind of having link to other page as well. So let's say if I give home page as demo, which we designed, will
Uh-huh.
there be any meaning? Let's say if I give this
Will show only clocks and other things, no?
only clocks, like user will not be able to move anywhere else, right? So those links are not there for catalogs and all, right? Use now, can user go to catalog? Can user do other things? No, because those links are gone. So we design a page, something like which is kind of having information of other related pages, all those things.
So
So
is this page already there? This index
yeah,
page
this is
out
out
of the
of box
box.
service now I designed. If you want, you can design your custom. Like you want to
Oh.
change the theme, you want to change the layout, you want a altogether new home page.
Hmm.
So instead of using this index page or modifying this, what you can do, you can design a new page and link that page here. Then when user will log in, he is always going to land to that page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now one thing here we linked, another, let's say user one, no, I don't want here, I want on the header, the page which we are going to create, let's say for reports, which we, let's say we created demo one, we want somewhere here on the header. So now how you can do that? You can go to this menu header. So it's very important, like after creation, linking your page.
Yes.
So then what you can do, you can create a header here. And you can say demo, and then you can select your page. So a menu on the header as demo will be available, and then you can select the page if you want to put any icon.
Mm-hmm. So it is just like to add one header menu, right, in our demo page.
Yes. So if I come here now on home page, I will see one more option called demo, And if you will click on that, now you will come to our page. So in ServiceNow, it's not very difficult to design a page. So if you have simple and kind of these kind of reporting requirement, putting some records here, displaying something, you can design a new page and link to your service portal, like sometimes even without scripting.
Okay.
Because ServiceNow has provided a lot of reusable widgets. Similarly, instead of, let's say you want a report page only, you can use the report widget multiple times and you can put the desired report on the whole page.
So all the one page will be having different reports.
Yes. Like you can divide it in the columns, right? Columns and rows,
right.
multiple columns,
So
multiple
we
rows.
have created actually one dashboard kind of thing where we have around 8 reports. So on the portal itself,
okay,
kind of instead of dashboard now, just to enhance the look and feel. So that also we have done.
So you use this report widget only?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
So we have created different reports as per the requirement and use that report on this this container and pages. Like so we have like a portal thing which we have called them a dashboard for them. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of requirement to you got many times and they are kind of very easy. It seems like you need to design a portal, but
right.
It's not that much difficult.
Right.
So this is how you can design a new page and all those.